I don't wanna wait for my life to be over, so I do it now.
Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. It's Transphemerate MTG here, back with another Final Fantasy quick draft on Magic Arena. Went 6-2 in the last one, playing some red-black spells. So here we're going to see what we can get going on in this next draft. Venat. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. 7 tap, exile target non-land permanent, and transform. Indestructible. Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. I think as far as Legends matter goes, I think that's going to be my pick. We'll look through the rest of the pack. I'm still not really that familiar with this format. Got the Octopus for big non-creature spells. This for going wide heroes. Tonberries are always nice. I mean, a first strike Death Touch, you can get some untaps on it. Light up the stage is always pretty good, especially if you can spectacle it. Lock Cold, Death Touch Lifelinker, deals damage to a player, you loot. That's pretty solid. Got a Staff, so +1/+1 and gaining life on attack. Nice little pump spell, little combat trick. An Ice Flan, Island Cycling, and taps artifacts and creatures. Marlborough, always good value at 6. Blitzball shots, alright, and then a shopkeep for equipment, Laughing Mad, which I did grow on me across the course of the last draft, so I'll have to consider that being a better limited card in this format than I gave it credit for, and a town. But I think we're just going to take the legendary matters and draw a bunch of cards, hopefully, as well. Here, the one legend we have is an Ultros, which cares about big non-creature spells, which I don't think is going to be what I'm going for. So we'll take a look at some of these other things going on. We've got a Jador, 6, I can mill half their library, enters tapped, adds blue. Not really, I think, as good as you'd want in a limited format. We've got making some hero tokens, tap creatures for 4 mana at sorcery speed. Got the Circle of Power, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, make my wizards a little bit bigger, but I think I'm going to go, oh, this is a wizard actually, so I could cast, I could use that. I do have the Sars Chocobo though as well. The Sars Chocobo is pretty nice. Drawing 2 cards and losing 2 life, creating a wizard. I don't think that's what I'm going to be doing with Venat. Could be going into blue as well. Ice Magicking, bouncing things, top or bottom. Retrieve the Esper actually did a pretty good number on me from the last game. Limit Break I'm not 100% on. Loperate Scout's very cute, but maybe not quite it. Sacrificing to draw a card could be okay if we're going really wide. I'm going to take the Chocobo just because it's cheap and it grows really big. We've got a Tifa Lockhart here. I think we might be moving into blue-white landfall. I mean, Deadly Disputes, kind of okay. Diamond Weapons, nice. Demon Wall, of course, very good in sort of your mono-black control at the moment. But this being both legendary and synergizing really well with Chocobo, I think is exactly what we're looking for. Alright, into the next pack. Got some more landfall here. We've got some town greeter here to maybe hit some lands, but does mill. Not really sure that's what I'm going to be looking to do. Summon Shiva, taps creatures and then draws cards for tap creatures. That's actually pretty nice value. Giving my attacking creatures +2/+0 and with flashback could be okay. I've also got the Rufus Shinra. If I don't control a Darkstar and make a Darkstar when it attacks, pretty good value. 6 mana here though. I might take the Gladiolus Amicitia, see if we can get into 3 colours reasonably, but could be a little bit rough. Here I think I'm going to go Ride the Shoepuff. Landfall, puts +1 counters on Tifa or the Chocobo. That's exactly what I'm after. Could be going after these town greeters after all, by the looks of things. Here we've got more Auron Inspiration. Black Quartz number 3 is really nice. It would have been perfect in my last deck in the last draft. I don't think it's exactly what we're after. Not really going to be getting that sort of fixing for it. So I'm going to take the Gongaga Reactor Tower just to fix for a potential Gladiolus. Here we've got Mycelian Elder, which was a 5 of last game. Not really looking at going into blue or black. Here we've got the non-creature spells, which could actually make a little bit of a difference, potentially even with Tifa. Or Grand Pulse Ochu as a 1-drop. Not only 1-drop Death Toucher. Take some more combat damage to equip and maybe give something double strike. Yeah, I'll go on that. Here we've got a Windhurst, although the Venet is looking less and less likely for me to be playing. I think it's going to be the Commune with Beavers to go searching for lands. Putting the rest on the bottom, that's a pretty good option. Or the world map, just actually for let's put it into hand. Oh, it's not even. Here, I'm going to go with the Commune ahead of. No, I'm going to get fixing first, because if I can play the 3 colours, I really do want to play the 3 colours. Here, don't really want to play Laughing Mad, even though I learnt last game that it was a lot better. The Shopkeeper don't really have any menaces. I'm going to take the Blitzball shot. Here, could go the Aerith Rescue Mission or the Loporrit Scout. I think the Rescue Mission might be slightly nicer just to tap down some things here. You're going to go for Press Wandering. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. 3 mana, buffs the Tifa. That's what we want. Gelfu's final act, when it dies, put +1 can equal to its power on another creature. That could be a really nice synergy, actually. Magic Pots. Fine, pop in the sideboard and Coerl. Yeah, again, pop in the sideboard, see what we can get out of it. I love Wall of Omens, and this artwork is so pretty. We've got Renoa Hardily. Whenever it attacks, another target creature gets bigger. Could be nice in that sort of going wide. What's this Lunar Whale? Look at the top card, play the top card of your library if it attacks. Hey, pretty good value. That's a really cool looking art as well. I don't think I've seen that before. And Chocobo Kick. I mean, Kicker, return a land to its hand. Maybe gets me a, continuing land drop. Be a little bit strange, potentially, to take that as my pack 2, pick 1. I love Wall of Omens so much, but I don't think it's what I'm after. I'm going to take the Renoa Hardily, really pivot into 3 colour this game. Here we have a number of non-creature non-land graveyards and Pump's Wizards. Kent would have been really nice last game. Not sure if that's what I'm going for here. Creatures I control get +2, +3, or 5 mana, 2 permanents from a graveyard to my hand. Suplex at sorcery is kind of nice. Gigantitoad could be nice at 4. This is pretty solid removal. Hits any non-land permanent. There is a 4-drop. We've got a lot at 2. I'm going to take the Suplex here. What do we got here? We've got a Ranger Captain of Eos. Ooh. Creature card with mana value 1 or less. Let's see. Opponents can't cast non-creature spells this turn as well. Is that going to be worthwhile for me when I've got a Call the Mountain Chocobo and a SARS Chocobo? What am I getting with it currently? SARS Chocobo. They can't cast non-creature spells. 3 mana, 3/3. I mean, it's a good card. Not quite a Knight Captain of Eos. But, that's just me being me. Got the Chocobo Kick again. They want to go for another SARS Chocobo at this point. Another 1-drop feels pretty good. Here, we've got, honestly, a good couple of options. Nature's Claim. Really nice, flexible. Artifact Enchantment removal. The Chocobo's Kick again. Other cards, these 3 not going to be playing, but the coup, 1 or more tokens will be created. I make that plus a frog. I mean, it's a legend for Venet, which helps me draw a card, but I've got Gladiolus, Renoa, and Tifa. The Nature's Claim could wheel as my only thought, and having another creature that's a legend that helps me draw a card is not going to be too bad, I don't think. Oh, Reach the Horizons, yes please. I think that's going to be as easy a pick as it comes. I mean, Windhurst would be really nice as well. Blitzball Shot would be fine. Someone Choke a Mod could be good, but I think this is definitely what we're after. Here, got a world map. Honestly, could not be the worst option. I'm not going to be playing the Judge Master. I think this is just going to be a little bit too much of a late game hit, that if I do get stuck with it early, it's not going to be great. This just helps me hit a landfall trigger every turn, which I think is going to be more important to me. Probably only want to be playing the one of them though, if at all possible. Farseek? Oh, what's this? Fight spell or removing Lorcanas from sagas? No, it's got to be Farseek. Okay, look, we've got enough, you know, enough of these landfall matters cards that I think it's definitely what I'm going to be looking for. I'll keep the Venet for now. I'm not going to have the Blitzball. Renault Harley can actually be kind of fine, because it does give me the option to go wide with Rising. Yes, the Aerith Rescue mission is something we could side in depending on how many searchables, or sorry, how many playables. Definitely want everything else. I mean, the Final Act's kind of nice. The Blitzball shot will pop in for now as well. Alright. This pack, we've got a Warrior's Sword, Job Select. Loperate Scout's going to be what I would prefer here. I'll have it in the main board for now. And here, what do we get? Self-Destruct, Wall of Omens came back, Item Shopkeeper. Until my artifacts, it gets a little bit bigger. Flying Vigilant Creature. No, I can take the wall. Card draw, always good. Gigantitoad or Radia's Return. What have I got at 4? Just to reach the horizons. I'll take the 4-drop creature. Venturers in here, I think, is totally fine. Here, oh, definitely take the Nature's Claim. I was hoping that was going to come back. Haste Magic could actually work okay with the Tifa, just to get that extra doubling power, and we'll maybe get rid of one of the Gigantitoads. What do we got in this pack? We've got a Dion. Ooh, I like Dion. Pretty nice, limited as a 4-drop. Got some removal and thunder magic. Got this Balam. Garden Seed Academy. I think that's yeah, again, not really that big of a fan of Final Fantasy. I know a little bit about it, but I think even with maybe some of the cards being pretty, could be one of those like academies to train people to fight things, maybe? Who knows? I'm going to take Dion here. I think absolutely fine card to take in this situation. Makes a bunch of creatures. Ooh, land, library, graveyard, artifact card with 2 or less. World map. That's it. Probably not worth it. I'm going to take this 3rd SARS Chocobo. I think that's going to be totally fine. I'm not going to be taking this Lad Man, even though the art is super cool, and I think it would be an awesome win condition to have here. Could always take the Summon Chocomog as well. You know, nice kind of card here. Giganto probably not. Warrior Sword probably not. But this, you know, 3 SARS Chocobos, when I'm definitely going Lands Matters, is kind of perfect. Here we've got either a Call the Mountain Chocobo, which can get me a nice couple, a flashing, ooh, First Strike, Coral Sword. Snowvilliers would be really nice if I wasn't going so hard on the landfall idea. I might even just take this Toad out now that I've got the Dion. Call the Mountain Chocobo, hits a land, could have another Gongaga. Am I going to be making too much more of a difference with that? I think I've got 3 lands, I've got 20. I'm going to be taking more fixing here ahead of much else. Crossroad Village I could take for more fixing as well. The Unexpected Request could be nice enough just to steal something. Sabotender's always good as well. More landfall triggers something else at 2. But I think I'm going to take the Chocobo Kick. Just with the landfall returning to hand is kind of nice. Here, Gold Saucer, flip a coin, make a treasure, sacrifice artifacts, draw a card. Or You Are Not Alone. Could end up doing some good work. Don't take the Shopkeep. Probably not even going to run that Loperate Scout. I'm going to take the land. I want to see if I can have as many intricate different lands as I can in here. The Phoenix down to be able to return creature cards from... Ooh, that's actually almost kind of nice. Can get back a Tifa, can get back a Venet, can get back a Dion. That might actually be the way that I go about things, because I mean the Omega's really nice. I mean 7 mana 8/8 with non-land permanents. That's pretty solid, but not the colours I'm in. Don't want to take another Adventurers in. The greens would be really nice just to make some more creatures, but I think the Phoenix down, being able to actually get back some stuff, is going to be pretty handy. Maybe Haste Magic doesn't make the cut. Chocobo Retreat. Landfall, make a bird later into the game. I feel like that's going to be a pretty alright slot to pop in. Here, Blazing Bomb doesn't really synergize too much with what I've got here. Loperate Scout will be fine. Could do another Queener. Could go Adventurous Airship just to search through some of the deck a little bit more. So that could be the way we go. Might take out the Wall of Omens. Despite how much I love the Wall of Omens, it feels like it's maybe not the deck. Nature's Claim I think is going to be too handy. Phoenix Down is going to be good. Take out this world map. Haste Magic works really nicely with something like Tifa, but I think it's not going to give me the value that I'm wanting. Breaches Wandering, yeah. Racetrack, yeah. I think everything else is looking pretty good. I have 5 lands. That's at 20 at the moment. Am I going to play another Queener Coup Gourmet? I don't think I'm making that many tokens, because really it's the... what is it? Chocobo Kick doesn't. There's something that does. The Venat won't. It's the Dion, the Racetrack, the Renoa. Yeah, don't really have enough to justify playing a second. I'll take the Adventure Airship. Gigantitoad, Instant Ramen. Take another Queen up in the sideboard. Gigantitoad, Chocomog. Other creatures I control getting bigger for 4 turns. I mean, it's not too bad, but I've already got 1, 2, 3 at 3 that I'd maybe want to play. No, we'll take the Chocomog here. It might end up being popped in. Snowvilliers I might take as well. I suppose I will play it. Haste Magic, Magic Pop. Take the Haste Magic, pop it on the side. Loperate Scout, put it on the side. And Geish's Greens. Nice last pick, I think, just to get a few more creature options on the board. I think it's definitely worth playing all 3 colours at this point, because I do have quite a lot of fixing available to me. At the moment, I can probably even take out some of the lands. I've got 2 red cards. Okay. 2 red cards with a whole bunch of ability to fix. I am much lighter white than I am green, so I'm going to cut 1 land. That leaves me with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 potential sources for green. I think that's totally fine. What would I potentially want to cut from here? Is the 3 Chocobos worth it? Could even cut a world map. Racetrack's going to be good. Dion's going to be good. Venat's going to be fine. Snowvilliers. How many creatures am I going to be having? Could actually be really quite worthwhile. Well, it's only going to be an X3. I'm going to take out the airship. Maybe for some removal. What other removal have I got? I don't have any flyers either, though. That's the problem, because the Shopref doesn't, Greens don't, Final Act doesn't, Chocobo Kick. None of these have flying, so actually keeping... oh no, Dion does. But I don't really have any other... oh, it's going to be the Chocomog that I'm going to cut for 1 Haste Magic, I think. No, it's going to be for a Wall of Omens, that card draw. I don't want to... I think just splashing for the Suplex and the Gladiolus is going to be totally fine with the amount of red sources I have. Don't want to be adding a 3rd red card with 4 sources. That's not really what I'm wanting, but I think this is just going to be the deck. It's a little bit all over the place, but I've got quite a bit of landfall, quite a bit of mana searching, a little bit of legends matter, a little bit of go wide tokens matter. I think I've got some options. I think it's the removal here which is going to be the biggest disruption. Going to be, instead of going for, you know, removing what they've got, it's going to be flooding my board with more and responding to it being a bit more on the aggressive. Here, Gold Sorcerer, Adventures in Windhurst gets me to casting things, and I've taken a mulligan, I'm on the draw. I think this is okay enough. Should be able to hopefully hit Wall of Omens as well to draw. If I can hit another land drop, play Dion on 4, that would be about as good as it gets. I get to select a job, I'll play the Imperial City, I'll gain 2 life from the inn, play the Imperial City, draw a card. It's a Chocobo, which I'll play before the Gold Saucer next turn. Do the Airship, it's an option to crew as well. Swap, put them onto the battlefield tapped. I've got lands, I've got towns with different names. Yep, I think I can do everything here. Snow Villiers at 2-3. Here we'll go SARS Chocobo. And we will go... I don't have any use for either of these, so I'm just going to go Golden Saucer, make the Chocobo a little bit bigger. Next turn I will probably Dion. Yep, especially if they're going to be doing that. They attack for a little bit, I suppose. Block the Snow Villiers. It'll actually block the Chocobo. No, we'll just do the one blocker. Absolutely fine taking 2 there. Planes into Dion. I think is pretty solid. Make some knights. Next turn, land and reach the horizons. Here, we're going to go block into a monks first, block into a monks first, block into the Snow Villiers. Cool, yeah, everything gets a little bit bigger. Still trade with a whole bunch. I've got 1 creature, 2 creatures. That's okay. Here we go. Kongaga. And I think we still reach the horizons, just get a whole bunch of lands going on. Another land, and what do I want? Another green source? Yeah, another green source. I've got a couple of white. Split both of these. Would have been nice to have that around. I'm going to go no attacks, because next turn I can actually just flip this if I want to. 5/5 flyer. Yeah, they're just going to make that a little bit bigger. I think that's alright. Another pixie. I'm going to block the Villiers. Sucks to sacrifice that there, but here we'll go a Renoa Hardly. And what have they got? They can flash that back. Do 3 damage to a creature. Kill a creature. Get on anything else. Exile it. Yeah, they can put some things back on, but I'm not taking 17 damage. Gaily Cat. Awesome. It's fine. Yep. It's alright. I'll surveil. Here we go. Adventurer's Airship. Go... just attack with the Renoa Hardly, I think. Yeah, because that... oh, that's crew 2. No, Hardly. Yep. Next, if they want to block, they sure can. And then end turn. What are they going to be doing here? Tap down non-land permanents if they want. Okay, they pass to attackers. Let's attack, they surveil. Kill their acceleration. I'm not dying this turn regardless unless they've got something else super special in their hand. Yeah, that's fine. Forcing them to do that. Pass to blocks, pass to damage, to damage. So a little bit of an awkward one here. Here we go. Flip a coin. Then we'll go pass through the turn. Go pass to attacks. Yeah, I'll crew up Renoa. Resolve. It's not going quite as well as the previous. Yeah, all those flyers are certainly making a little bit of a difference. Here I can have a 6/6. Yeah, okay. Gonna land. Give something trample. No. That onto the creature. That onto the creature. And attack with both of those. Make this ginormous, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be able to do quite enough damage, especially not with the pixie alive. Yeah, game, and I will just go still there. Take them to 4, but yeah, the lack of flying and the lack of removal for a lot of the artifacts made the difference there. It was things that I was talking about pre-game, but I think yeah, I mean, they just got a run out pretty quickly. I don't think there is anything that I can really change. Well, tapping down creatures could honestly be okay. Tapping down 3 creatures, yeah, no, that Aerith Rescue mission is actually looking like a pretty good option. Yeah, we'll take the Aerith Rescue mission and we'll get rid of... I mean, the wall's nice. Draw cards. Get rid of one of the chocobos. No. Rid of the suplex is good. This greens. Maybe it gives a couple of... No. Get rid of those greens. Maybe hopefully let me draw into something that's not just another groundling. See how that feels. Certainly got enough acceleration. Maybe it was, yeah, don't trade the chocobo when the next turn, or maybe keep the Dion alive just to have some, to have a flyer to be able to block things is maybe the way to go instead of taking that trade. Dion's probably, yeah, more important to keep the Dion than it is to just sacrifice it. But yeah, I mean, they had pretty solid game plan and they were just going gung-ho for it. Honestly, a fast seek into Dion on 3 is pretty spot on. It's exactly what I'm wanting to be doing. Go fast seek, get a planes. Okay, turn 4, 5/5s with flying. I think that's pretty solid. Yeah. Ooh, actually got a Tifa as well. That's pretty tasty. He flies on my turn, you know, of course. Not vigilant though, which is, we're going to kill that. That is a-okay by me, I believe. We're going to go Tifa and no attacks. We are just going to pass through the turn. We want to get that doubling on Tifa next turn for the most value, I think. With this, whenever they attack, they should have done that the other way around. Yeah. Oh, we've got a SARS Chocobo here as well. We've got a forest. And we will attack with Tifa. Nope. Go no attacks, and then second main, play the Queener, just to have enough blockers. Undercity Dirat when it dies, make a treasure, okay. Cool. Here we go, Chocobo Racetrack. Hopefully next turn I get a land for both. Be able to grow the Tifa and the SARS Chocobo pretty nicely. Then get a 3/2. I think I'm attacking with that. Actually, that's kind of nice. Renoa Hardly. And we're just going to go no attacks again. Make Tifa pretty bloody big. Time movement, oh, that's fine. Okay, world map here, I think that's okay. We are just going to go sack for a land, put into hand, I think. Go for a town. For a lot of triggers here. Next to combat, we're going to go Tifa and here. Oh, okay. Here, we're going to go Galloph's Final Act. Yeah, we'll kill the Rufus. 1, 2... I have to assign damage to there and then the rest through. And what are we going to make ginormous? Let's make the SARS Chocobo ginormous. Yep, it's ginormous. And here we go. Gladiolus Amicitia. Search for land. Enters tapped. A lot of triggers. Make the SARS Chocobo absolutely huge. Attack. And attack. Yep, just with the 2. Blocking, attacking with a 17-18 trampler means they pretty much have to throw you absolutely everything in the way. So we're going to go less onto that. So we'll go 6, 2, 2, 3, and then just the rest onto the weapon, I suppose. Yep. So he kills everything but the weapon. They make a treasure. They've got no cards in hand. They've got 1 creature. They draw 4 cards is nice, but they've only got the 1 town, and I'm going pretty ham here. So we go, Nature's Claim, kill the diamond weapon, play a Snowvilliers, attack with everything. I can look to destroy artifact or enchantment. What are they going to be doing? It's not going to be enough. I go super wide there. That felt pretty good. Yeah, drew into the right sort of stuff, which is always what we're after. Back up to Plat 1 on the road to a hopefully potential diamonds climb in here. Let's go into the next game, 1-1 here. I think that, yeah, maybe taking out that wall was not a bad idea. I think it's just that love that I have for it is just a little bit too much. Certainly if it was a more control-oriented deck, then I wouldn't mind. But I think this deck is so far from being control-oriented deck. Here, got a Queen, Phoenix down into Ride the Shoepuff into Queener. Doesn't seem too bad. Especially if I've got a Skeleton Spirit or Zombie, I do just love the idea to be able to bring back some of my really important creatures from the bin. So hoping that that continues. And Ride the Shoepuff is just kind of fun. I think it's a pretty good way of going about things. Doubles a lot of triggers on stuff, especially if I am able to get lands and lands and lands. Ooh. I think it's Tifa here and then Ride the Shoepuff into Mountain next turn, which is a much better way of going about things. Oh no, Ride the Shoepuff. See if they kill the Tifa, which they may well be looking at doing. No, it's going to Swamp Cycle. Right. Maybe killing the Tifa next turn and then play my town and attack in for 4. Next turn I get another one. If they do want to kill Tifa, I can bring it back with the Phoenix down. Oh, Blitzball. Okay. Interesting. We're going to go Mountain. Triggers again. Attacking for 6. Play the Queener. And have Nature's Claim up in case they do have something that is not... Do I just kill the Blitzball here? Oh yeah, honestly I might just kill the Blitzball. Happy enough to do that. Set them back the turn that they spent playing it. They gain 4 life. Not too fussed when I've got someone like Tifa. And they just scoop. Yeah. I feel like it's pretty good going. Very, very happy with how that. Nice quick one again. I think quick games are, I mean, they're not always good games, but quick games means that things went well, which is usually a pretty good sign. jump back into another match here. I mean, after a pretty tough first game, which, yeah, I think I probably could have played a little bit better, but they did have a really nice game plan and a lot of evasion. Could have maybe made a little bit closer. I mean, that being said, you know, they did go to 4 at the very end of it because of all sorts of landfalling shenanigans, but I think, yeah, it was just outdecked and outplayed in that one, but 2-0 from there feels pretty nice. Up against Teferi, Leo Bravo. Oh, I didn't take out the wall. Oh, that's right. He hit SARS Chocobo turn 1 into land Wall of Omens, I think is totally fine. Getting enough draws to feel alright about keeping a couple of higher cost creatures. If they kill it, that's fine. If they don't kill it at this point, I draw a card. Reach the horizon. If I could draw another land here. Certainly be what we are after. That is not a land, but it is a card that is playable. Attack with my 1-2. Hopefully I can draw a land, because if I do get to that point, I've got such a lot of... I mean Tifa as well, but no lands do come with it. So a land next turn would be great, and then into another land so I can reach the horizons, and that's probably a win for me on the spot if that happens. Shambling Seth. Oh, Aerith. That is a little bit more troubling. Makes it much less troubling when I have that going on. Go counter on the Tifa. Counters, counters, counters. And a Snow Villiers, which would be a 4-3. And I'm not going to attack with Tifa, because potentially I can get in for some real death. I land and to reach the horizons. It's 3 landfall triggers, potentially even just win the game next turn with everything that I've got. I mean, the suplex, if I draw a mountain as well, can potentially be kind of nice. They are wanting to trick me with something. I'm just going to declare no blocks. I see them gaining 2 life with Aerith is not the end of the world. And if they had a, you know, some sort of really ridiculous trick that could have gone pretty poorly for me. Just really hoping for a land. Really hoping. Pretty pleased. Snow Villiers for them as well. Mountain! That is what we like to see. Land onto Tifa. Doubles power. Reach the horizon. Search for the jewel land and a forest. And we go. That's perfect. Exactly how I want to trigger. Tifa. Tifa. Attack with everything, and I don't think there's enough for them to be able to do much about it. That Tifa is just going to rip them to shreds. They go to -18. Absolutely wonderful. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Tifa doing bits. Really not surprising that Tifa's doing bits. She is a, you know, pretty strong card in whatever spot. And gets us another good win, which is nice, 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 nice. Here we go, Ego Drain. It's alright. Move to 3-1. We keep on keeping on, and hoping that we can keep on keeping on to the level that we are at, because it's a pretty good start, and being able to rely on such strong landfall is it's exactly what you want to see in when you've got, you know, 3 Chocobos and a Tifa. You know, does about everything you are wanting. Here we'll jump into this next game and see what's going on. World map, final act, Reach Horizons, Farseek. I mean, I don't have a payoff. I've got a hell of a lot of card draw. Oh, sorry, a hell of a lot of acceleration. I can get into a space where I'm just going to play the Lord map first. I can get into a spot where it's I do have something that I can actually use. Cool. Discard. Oh, so just discard the Windhurst at this point. Fine with that. Mountain. Farseek for a plains. 2 lands still in hand, nothing to do with them. Next turn I can get another 2 lands in play, nothing to do with them. They keep on attacking. And oh my god, fine. Play a tap land, pass the turn, maybe search for another land next turn, just to get it into hand. Starting town, basic. We are just attacking. I do not have. Cool. Let's just search for a land, make it a non-basic, because why not? We'll take the gold saucer. Because if I don't draw something, then I can... okay, let's go suplex onto... Blazing Bomb. Yes. Gold Saucer. Act like I've got something in hand. Jeez. Well, I mean, I'm ramping pretty steadily, accelerating nicely. See if I can accelerate even further by making a treasure. I can. But a payoff would be good. I mean, a SARS Chocobo's fine. Here we'll go. I guess play a forest. That's going to trigger. I can't kill it with a blazing bomb anymore at this point. Do I want to reach the horizon here? I think I probably do. Just to grow the Chocobo even more if I can. It might be a mistake if I've got removal for it at this stage. Yep, nice. Yep. I've got land for Daisley, so I shouldn't be drawing into any land, but it would have been nice to get a little bit more going on than what I have currently. And we'll end the turn. What are they going to do here? Something at the end of their turn? No? Righty then. Let's pass to attacks. Go for 2, 3. Go to 9. Oh. Need some pretty good stuff to happen from here. I mean, Mountain, Wall of Omens. Let's be draw at least. Stops a blocker. Gladiolus. Not really what I want to play this turn. Oh, it is landfall though. No, we'll go past the turn. No, actually, we will play it. We will just play it. And hope that that is enough. 2's up to 1. We get a forest. I only actually got 1 white source at the moment, which is a... oh, I suppose I've got the treasure as well. What are they going to do? They maybe kill the Gladiolus? Oh, that only gets +1/+0. I'm going to take a damage. 4 damage to the... yeah, sure. End turn. Oh. What are they doing here? Resolve. Wizards. 6 damage to a creature. My god. Yeah, strike to 1 equipment. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. I think I just die here. They attack me for a lot. Next turn they can just untap. Oh, it's only just a creature. Oh! Go to 2. My turn. And Dion's kind of nice. Might not save me too much, but we'll coin. See what goes on. Nope. And we'll just end the turn. Oh, it's gonna blazing bomb, maybe kill the Dion. Cool. Gonna go. Doesn't matter. They attack in with 3 creatures, and I lose. Wow! Lands on lands on lands on lands on lands. I suppose that is sometimes just what happens when it's lands on lands on lands on lands. I could be a little bit happier with that outcome there, that's for sure. But I suppose we all have things that can go a little bit better. Always have the ability to have a better result than that. Do I cut another land even? I think I really could, you know. I've got so much ability to search for things. Gyashi Greens could be nice. Choco could be nice. Queen is not really what I'm after. This could tap down creatures. Well, put in the Coil. I'm going to regret this when I am very, very short of mana next game. I can see it. I can just tell. You know, I've got that taste in my mouth being like, But, you know, every new game yields a new beginning. Maybe could have even mulliganed it just because I didn't have any payoffs. That's probably actually the correct decision, is to mulligan that hand. I don't think that keeping the hands as they was really what we were aiming to be doing. But this hand, on the other hand, seems a lot better. I know the Chocobo Kick doesn't do anything at this point, but we've got a Dion. Hopefully she can stay alive. Got all the fixing that I need. 2 green, a lot of white, a red. So whatever I draw really is going to be pretty handy, especially when it's something like a Sars Chocobo. And here on 3 I can always Chocobo Kick should they play something that is killable by my Chocobo. Which it certainly is. Do they fight? Nope. They do not fight, so I'm going to go Sars Chocobo. Land. Chocobo Kick. Not going to kick it, because I don't need to. And attack in for 2. Next turn, play a Dion. Turn after, I reach the horizons to boost up my Chocobos even more. And then I'll be able to transform the Dion really, really quickly. And hopefully be able to give everything flying. Cool, they make a cleric, that's fine. Play a forest. Double trigger. Dion. Going really nice and wide and attack with everything. They've got some sort of trick that is okay. Ooh, don't do anything. Okie doke. What are they doing here? Because next turn, Red Mage's Rapier, they're going equipment. Don't think it's going to help them much. They gain a life. I'm not going to block. I'm just going to be able to attack it with everything next turn. Done. Reach the horizons. Get an in another dual land. The Chocobos get even bigger. I get to life. Attack with everything. Next turn I Dion, flip it into a 5/5 flyer, make all of my things have flying and make them even bigger. And I basically win the game. They go to 4 here. And I think it's going to be pretty hard for them to do anything unless they've got something like a really nice tidy board wipe, whatever that Ultimus, one of the two. That is sort of the what is going on. Yep, nope, they scoop. Good on Hotline Zero though. Always like playing against players that are in a completely different rank to myself, because it makes me feel like they're doing the right sort of thing in how they've drafted. I mean, you know, not that that went particularly well for them, but the fact that I'm versing someone that is just in bronze, sorry, not in bronze, in silver, I'm not giving them nearly enough credit for what they're doing, is certainly the way forward. Feels good to come up against that, because yeah, they're doing the right thing. They're having some good games. I think that's always nice to come and get up against people who are playing at their premium as well as they can. Here against Power Doom, is that Tamio? I believe it's Tamio. I could be totally wrong though. And here we've got all the colours we need. Venet for the first time. Chocobo Kick, a Nature's Claim, a Coil. I think this is totally fine. Play the Town turn 1, and then probably the Coil turn 2, unless they play something up and hit with Nature's Claim. Which they do not, actually. Stars Chocobo turn 2. That's how we're doing it. Should have played the Forest just for the Nature's Claim. Especially if they play an artifact here that I don't want to spend mana on. Nope, that's killing it. Fine by me. Forest, Coil. Means I can tap down some of their threats, especially if I've got sort of one nice big threat. Actually, that's kind of nice, because what I can do is I can stop in their upkeep. I'm going to go no attacks. It's time to up in turn. I'm going to go Coil. Tap it down. So what I want to do next turn is I want to tap the plains for white, play Chocobo Kick bouncing it, play the white again and be able to play Venet. That's the goal. So let's go. Tap for white, Chocobo Kick, go kicker, return. No. We're doing this. We're going Chocobo Kick. Yes, paying those two. Creature I control kills the Death Toucher. Return the plains. Play the plains. Play Venet. So I get a card draw on the Dion. I think that is the sequencing that I needed. Certainly glad that I spot that. Cool. We're destroying it. It's alright, means they're not going to destroy the Dion on my next turn. Got another plains and a Dion. I feel like that's pretty solid. We'll go no attacks. If they have more removal for the Dion, then good for them. I'm going to destroy the Black Mage's Rod, because that is a nasty old wee card. Happy to give them 4 life when I've got things like Dion up and about. It is it's tap 6 and tap, isn't it? Yep. So we're going to go flip this. Make a 5/5 flyer. Attack with all of my stuff. Attack with all my stuff again next turn. Blow up one of their permanents. And if they can't kill it, that's pretty nice. Gonna go suplex their Gubu Gardener. And that's game. Fantastic. Oh, feeling pretty good. That's another solid win. Very happy to get some good wins under my belt. Very, very happy to see things going exactly according to plan. What's this? A secluded Starforge. It's an okay land. I'm sure that it probably has some good uses. Move up to 5 and 2. So, yeah, I mean, I've hit 5 wins in all of the last drafts, which is it feels really nice to be a little bit more consistent than I was with some of the Lost Caverns drafts and some of the slightly more patchy drafts from Avatar. Here I've got no green. Here, I don't think I can keep a hand with no green. Here has green. I can bin a Renoa probably. Got a Chocobo, a Kick. Could bin a Mountain. Keep 6. Gonna bin the Chocobo Kick here actually. Might not be the best idea, but if I can draw a white source, being able to get into the Renoa is probably pretty nice. They've got a kill spell. Nope, they don't. Not on 1 at least. They have a kill spell on 2. Sabatender. I think I'll be killing that. Go on land. Sabatender. Kill. And a single white would be fine for Dion, and even more white would be great for Bennett. Ooh, Death Toucher is a little bit scary. Let's offer a trade. Nope, not taking it. This could end up being Orgy of Freak. They've got some good digging to do, which does not give me an awful lot of doesn't make me feel so great. Oh, white mana. That does make me feel great. Dion. And hopefully another land to play Renoa, and hopefully another land to play Gladiolus. Or even Venat next turn. If I draw another white, I think ahead of Renoa potentially. Are they going to kill Dion? No. Ooh, Kucha. That's nice. Block the knight onto GF3, that's fine by me. Oh, another white mana. Beautiful. We are actually going to play the Venat here. We're going to attack with both. Yeah, if they want to block the Kuja, they can, but next turn, next turn if I get a another land drop, could flip the Dion. And that's just a win, or the Gladiolus is a win. I think with giving something trample, Light of Judgment, I think that's fine. I'm not going to block next turn. They need to be keeping a flyer up, I think, don't they? Oh, I venture it in. Beautiful. I gain 2 life. I cast this. Going to find a land. Doesn't matter if it's tapped or untapped. Gives us a super still and trample. Attack in. Either they lose both their creatures or they lose the game. Or they can, yeah. Or maybe just block the Kuja, but that stops them pretty handily. They go to 2. And I've got a 6/6 up. Can they deal 15 damage in a turn? Fine, all good by me. They've got to keep their flyer up here. Doesn't matter. Exiling the Venat. Playing Phoenix down. Yep, perfect. Another good win. We are going all guns blazing here is what I think. This is looking pretty marvellous. Very, 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 very happy with how this is going. Now, on to the next one. On to the next one indeed. So, what are we going to be coming up against? That's the sort of the real question. Got a feeling it might not matter. Back to a nice game of either trophy or falter, which is, it's not exactly what you want. You want to be able to have a couple more games in the bank, but I think it's a pretty good spot to be in. Very happy to be in the spot that we are in right now. What's the guess? We're going to be going more wizards, or is it going to be landfall? It's going to be flyers, could be equipment, any of these things really. Let's see. Bunch of lands. Oh, I mean, again, that's the... I don't have anything to really... I've got a suplex though this time, and an Aerith rescue mission which can make a bunch of creatures. This is fine enough. Would love a landfall payoff pretty early here. Farseek's not the landfall payoff I was talking about, but at least it gets something from my library. Gets me on an acceleration 3/1/1s next turn, which helps me put on a little bit of pressure. And if I can draw the legend, that would be pretty nice, because then it will be giving a big buff to something at least. If not, then I can always just make one of them a little bit bigger. This is instant speed. That's kind of tasty. Oh, Argentum. Let's see. 2 haste. When it casts non-crit to spell a 4-mana, was meant to cast a create creature token. Okay. That's interesting. I am just going to suplex him. Potentially even want to tap 3 creatures, put stun counters on them to steady the ship a little bit ahead of the 3/1/1s in this situation. Okay, Obsidian Elders. Okay, so I've got a Snow Villiers, which will be nice with the Aerith rescue mission come next turn. Then I could even... No, I can't rescue mission and Wanderings. That's alright. Turning him into a 4/3. It's probably pretty alright. Sabatender and a land. Okay, they're going to attack in with anything. Red Mage's Rapier. Let me try and get rid of that wizard if at all possible. Might not be all possible, right? We'll go Aerith rescue mission. Take 3/1/1s. Attack with a 4/3. I will trade a Sabatender and a Mysidian Elder, or a Sabatender and a hero. No, not gonna attack with it. Too dangerous to attack into it, especially when I can grow it by 1 next turn. Potentially cast a bunch of things. They're going to be able to attach that onto something if they wanted. Oh, I was going to block with one of my tokens. I could take that trade, honestly. Oh, Gold Saucer. Precious Wanderings. Search for lands. Put a counter on Snow Villiers. And then I will actually attack this turn because I can have a slightly better trade this time. Yep, fine with that trade. Better trade than the previous turn, which is the only reason why I made it. Can attach everything onto the Elder and I can't kill, but that's maybe not as bad as it could be. Let's see. Spending all the mana to equip, and it's just the one that we get to draw a card. That's okay. Flip a coin, see if I get lucky. I do not get lucky, and we'll just no blocks. I've already got all of the card advantage anyway. Interesting. Here, play in the mountain. 1 attack. Fine. Yeah, I think again, just keeping a hand without a payoff was the mistake here. Keeping the hand without a payoff. They're going to be drawing a whole bunch of cards, but I don't think there's any use in me chumping. Alright, okay, Tifa. That's something. That's something at least. Here. Nope. Really needed to get that nice coin flip. Here I can potentially block unless they attach the rapier. I don't really want to block with Tifa, but I will chump this time. Ring of Lucy. Yep, oh, it's 4+0. They can tap down things next turn. No, they don't. I've only got access to 1 mana. Yep, suplex the Tifa. To be expected. Don't think there's much here. Block that. Oh, just take another 2. Have 1 creature on board's probably a bit more handy. Maybe. Oh no! Look, reach the horizon. It's just lands and lands and lands. See, if I don't win this flip, I do win the flip. So I guess I can next turn maybe draw an extra card, but not looking too good for me. They can make the Shantotto absolutely ginormous, tap down my hero if they've got enough spells. +6, +4, I'm at 8. Oh, do they use the ring? Why'd they use the ring? Using the ring feels like it's a huge mistake. Not that I think that there's much I can do. But because here, if they just use their other 2 mana, and I've got another creature, but they tap it down, they kill me with the ring by tapping down my creature. Here, I'll Phoenix down. I can't even bring anything reasonable back. Sacrifice these 2 artifacts. Or maybe like a Dion. Coil. That's not going to be enough. Skeleton zombies. Nope. I don't think I can do much here. We'll go Phoenix down. Because it re-enters tapped and I've only got the 1 creature, which is the Snow Villiers. This turns it into a wizard. Here I block, I take 1, 2, 3 at least. That could be 3, 4, 5. They tap things down. I suppose they could make mistakes. Can always hope that they make mistakes. But chances are, oh yeah. Oh no, they keep on tapping the Ring of Elusive. They need to be manually tapping. Because here, create robots, it's going to be dealing more and more damage. That's going to be unblockable. That's 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's game. So, third draft in a row of being just that 1 game short, just a little bit shy of making it into Diamond Ranked, or Diamond Draft, Diamond Limited, and very unfortunate. I think you're just drawing so many lands in some of those games with no payoffs, and I did say to myself, look, if I don't have any payoffs, I need a mulligan. I didn't. So that is certainly on me there. I think reasonable kind of deck. A lot of, Sars Chocobos with a Tifa, Rai the Shoopoof, with a Gladiolus, Venat and a Dion absolutely came through really nicely at stages. Reach the Horizon, Newfound Adventure, Precious Wanderings, so much good value. I think what the changes I needed to make were probably have the Geisal greens in there, just to give me a little bit more ability to cast this from the grave, get a creature on board for those times where I didn't have much. Potentially, I think the Coil probably could have ended up cutting for the Geisal greens. I think the Aerith Rescue mission could have done some work, but I'm not sure how well it did actually achieve its goal. Blitzball Shot could have potentially been handy, maybe the Loperate Scout. I think the Imperial City or the Wall of Omens was certainly worth bringing in, but if I would have done it differently, it probably would have been the Geisal Greens for the Toe Earl. Don't think the side quest would have done too much. I don't think I win any games that I lost because I have the side quest in play. I think it was just a matter of not having enough removal. Having the Phoenix down as really spotty removal, the Suplex as, okay removal, and the Venat being removal at 7. Dion being removal only after I flip it. The Aerith Rescue mission tapping things down, never actually ended up using that. Not enough removal for what I needed. So drafting a little bit more removal the next time is probably the biggest decision, the biggest change to make. I think that is, sort of the number one that we're after. But outside of that, I feel like everything else worked sort of how I wanted it to. So really nice, sort of big wins. Tifa coming through with a really big win, and feeling like the Final Fantasy format is actually an awful lot of fun. We'll probably be jumping right back into another land, well, not another land, another draft afterwards. So yeah. Hope that everyone takes care of themselves. Certainly don't want anyone to be feeling too down during this holiday period. And outside of that, this has been Transphemerate, and I will see you on the rebound. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.